Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy S. V. Here. Need not to worry. I'm back here with another John. Hey yo, man, I want to talk. I want to talk about the fight last night. I was supposed to do this shit like immediately after the fight happened and all that, but I want to just talk about the Ortiz fight. I want to talk about Rigo, especially Rigo, right? Because that was a weird. I was very interested to see how they was gonna score that fight, right? Because Rigo lost. Did Rigo lose that fight? That's what I want to know first. Did Rigo actually lose that fight? In my opinion, I don't think Rigo lost, right? It was like Rigo is Ringondiao is one of the guys that every time I watched him fight, I watched this guy's career since he fought Nonito Donaire, right? That was like my first time catching this guy. Was when he fought Nonito Donaire in New York, right? This guy was the most skilled. This motherfucker, Rigo, was skilled beyond measures. Like, very, very difficult to hit. Whenever he decides that he wants to box you, it's like, come on, man. Alright, come on, don't start this shit. Like, once Rigo decides that he wants to box, it's just one of the most difficult things for the fighter to do is hit this guy. He ain't do shit. Like, that shit was just weird. He didn't do nothing like offensively. He would throw a shot here and there. It's like soon as Rigo got touched and he felt that power when he got hit behind the head, and then the other punches that came when he was on the ground, it's like after he felt that, he was like, all right, you know what? You want to play these type games? You will not touch me again. And he damn near ain't touched Rigo again. And this shit was all footwork. This is some of the most beautiful, beautiful footwork I've seen in a very, very long time. I was able to watch and study this guy as he's moving. I'm like, damn, when he moved his feet in certain positions, it got him completely out of the way of punches. Just a simple pivot. He would pivot one way and the guy would be over here. Yo, this nigga's footwork is mad. This shit is like a Shaolin monk, the top monk Buddha. This nigga's a beyond the sensei when it comes to this movement shit, bro. Defense, period. That shit's sick. But still was one of the most boring things I've watched, bro. And I'm a Rigo fan. This was the worst watching the Rigo fight. But that footwork was just art. It was like written like that, motherfucker. That's how that nigga was dancing in the ring. Like a boxing purist would look at that. If you want to study footwork and how to get out of tight spots with just your feet, Rigo right there. Rigo right there. That shit was just amazing, but boring because he would not throw. He would make this guy miss miserably. I'm not mad that they gave the fight to the other dude. I was expecting it. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting it, even though I felt like Rigo won the fight from a boxing standpoint. You know what I'm saying? He hit the guy more cleaner. He hit the guy more than he got hit. Even though he didn't throw shit damn near. So I was real interested to see how they was gonna score that. You know what I'm saying? With all the fuckery with the judging and shit. I was like, let me see what the fuck these niggas gonna do with this one. And for sure, you know what I'm saying? You know, that favoritism of the Styles and the people booing him, you know what I'm saying? They knew that they wouldn't get no flack for giving it to the other guy. You know what I'm saying? But the other guy looked horrible. All right? Rigo made him look fucking bad. Period. He looked bad. Alright? I ain't even gonna talk about Casemiro or whatever the fuck he is. I'm not even gonna talk about him. He looked horrible. He couldn't do shit to Rigo. Alright? Period. Now, Virgil Ortiz. Versus the Mean Machine. That was a hellified fight right there. No cap. I'm not gonna drag you. That fight was fucking crap. And Virgil Ortiz, so he surprised me, bro. He surprised me. Like, I haven't watched Virgil Ortiz like that, but since his name been buzzing, I started watching some of his fights and shit like that. And I thought he was just, you know, the typical Mexican plotter, come forward, chop you down. But he does that. It's a Mexican style. He does that, but he does it with intelligence. He does it with intelligence. I don't think Virgil Ortiz is getting credit enough for the skills that he possessed behind his style. This is what I seen yesterday from Virgil Ortiz, that it was intelligence how he was fighting this guy, Mean Machine. And Mean Machine, credit to Mean Machine, because he wasn't laying down. You hear me? He was not laying down. That's what I like. I like fighters that's going to come out there, whether they're expected to lose or not, but just give it your all. And that's what the Mean Machine did. He hurt Ortiz a couple of times in the fight. And that's what Ortiz showed me them, you know what I'm saying? Them kahunas he got. Pause me. That nigga showed some grit. And was like, you know what? And he made adjustments. Listen to his corner. Because I was listening to the advice that his corner was giving him. And his corner was giving him some valid advice. Like, yo, look, go to the body more. And once he started doing that, he started having more success. He listened to what his corner told him to do, and he executed it and stopped the guy. A very, very tough opponent. He called out Terrence Bud Crawford. To me, that's looking like a fight. That is looking like a fight. You know? And he looks like he wants to prove himself of fighting somebody like Bud. He's the interim WBO champ, so he's like right in line for Bud. You know what I'm saying? But it's looking like Bud got some Sean Porter issues he got to iron out. He got to look good. If Crawford stops Porter, if Crawford could stop Sean Porter, then Bud is back to Bud. Period. Then Bud ain't lose shit if he could stop Porter. Something that nobody has been able to do. If Crawford does that, that sets up a beautiful fight for him and Virgil Ortiz. That is a hellified fight right there. And that ain't no easy just wash for Bud, in my opinion. Because this guy, Ortiz, knows how to make adjustments, and he knows how to apply effective pressure. Intelligent pressure. He knows how to press you with using your brain, not like no fucking dummy. You hear me? He be leaving stains in the ring, no cap. He leaves stains. Word two. That Ortiz is impressive. Impressive. Powerful. Downstairs, upstairs work. Head movement, straightforward, pressure, relentless. Nice jab. Like, he got a lot of elements. He got a lot of elements to his game that Crawford is going to have to adjust to. And I think Crawford could beat him, of course. I'm going with Crawford all day in the Ortiz fight. But this ain't one of them fights for Bud that's just like he washing through. Because Virgil, he looked like he hungry. He looked like he hungry for he got championship all over him. Virgil Ortiz does. He got champion in his fucking DNA. He is a future champ. That's all I see when I see him fight. It's future champion. You know what I mean? So, and then it was another tough fight that ended controversially through a headbutt. I felt bad for the Russell kid. You know? He clash of heads. We didn't even get to see him work. He cried. He was so disappointed. You could see the passion he has when he fights. I like that Russell kid, man. I like the whole Russell family. They some excellent boxers. Shouts to them, man. Even though I don't be liking how Gary Russell be like talking crazy and then backing out, that type shit. But as far as skill wise and how they conduct themselves, man, A1 in the boxing circles, man. And I seen the kid from Ohio, AB's man, Rasheem Warren, baby pit bull. Woo wee! He looked excellent. He looked excellent in his fight. Stopped the guy, hitting him flush, crazy combos. He's looking like he want to make a championship run again to be a 2-time champ. Rasheem Warren. So shouts to him. Congratulations on his victory. You know what I'm saying? The little guys. I don't really like the little niggas, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't really like the little guys, the fly weights and shit like that. Like, I don't be like Rigo. Them niggas is small as shit. Like, I don't really like that weight class like that. But, you know what I'm saying? If there's some solid ass niggas out there, you know what I'm saying? I always give them a watch. I still watch it, but that's not like, those aren't my favorite divisions. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm just talking shit about boxing shit that I seen yesterday, man. Like, that Rigo fight that shit was crazy, man. That shit was a very, very difficult fight to watch. It was a weird fight to watch. You know, that shit was just weird, man. I ain't see a fight like that in a minute. That shit was crazy. That nigga Rigo was just like, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, no, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. Whoop, scat. Yo, every time. And the dude didn't know how to, he tried to cut the ring off a few times, but Rigo's foot movement just deflated that shit. Crazy. So, yeah, I ain't gonna drag you. Next June.